Let's be real for a second. You've probably tried everything. You've been the cool girl, the mysterious girl, the girl who's always available, the girl who plays hard to get. You've read the articles, you've listened to the advice, and yet you still feel like you're just one of his options, not his final choice. You see him interact with other women, and that knock in your stomach tightens. What does she have that I don't? Is she prettier, funnier, smarter? You start comparing, you start doubting, and you start trying even harder, which only seems to push him further away. I know how frustrating that is. It feels like you're in a silent competition you never signed up for. But what if I told you that most of what we're taught about attracting and keeping a man is wrong? It's not about being the best-looking woman in the room. It's not about having the most sparkling personality or being the best cook or agreeing with everything he says. It's about one thing. One single, powerful, and transformative thing that, once you understand and implement it, will make you so fundamentally different from every other woman in his life that comparison becomes impossible. It will make him see you not just as a great option, but as his only option. And no, this isn't a trick. It's not a line you say. It's a space you create. The one thing that will make him choose you over every other woman is this: you must become his peace. I'll let that sink in for a second. His peace. His sanctuary. Think about a man's life. From the moment he wakes up, he is in a world that demands things from him. His boss demands results, society demands strength, his friends demand energy. The world is loud, competitive, and constantly judging him, testing him, pushing him to prove his worth. It's a battleground. He is constantly fighting, competing, and performing. It's exhausting. Now, think about his interactions with most women. Often, without even realizing it, women add to that noise. They bring drama. They bring up past mistakes. They question his decisions, criticize his efforts, and unknowingly turn the relationship into another battleground where he has to defend himself, explain himself, and prove himself all over again. Even if you have the best intentions, if your presence in his life feels like more pressure, more demands, more emotional work, you are just part of the noise. But the woman who becomes his peace, she's the exception. She is the oasis in his desert. She is the quiet, calm shore he can't wait to get back to after a day of battling the stormy seas. So what does this actually look like? How do you become his peace? It's about 3 core shifts in your approach. First, you are a place of rest, not a place of stress. This means you pick your battles. Does it really matter that he left his socks on the floor? Or is that a minor annoyance you can let go of in the grand scheme of things? When you need to discuss something serious, you do it calmly, without accusation. You don't bombard him with a list of his failures the second he walks in the door. You give him a moment to breathe. You create an environment where he feels he can let his guard down, not one where he has to put it up. Second, you're a source of admiration, not constant criticism. A man is starving for respect. He gets torn down all day. The woman who builds him up, who genuinely sees his strengths and acknowledges his efforts, not just his successes, becomes his greatest source of validation. It's not about fake flattery. It's about being his biggest believer. When he tells you about a tough day at work, instead of saying, "Well, you should have done this," you say, "That sounds incredibly difficult, and I'm so proud of how you're handling it." When he fixes something, you notice. When he tries, you see it. In your eyes, he feels like the man he wants to be. He feels competent, respected, and seen. Why would he ever look for that feeling anywhere else when he gets the best version of it from you? And the third and most important part of being his sanctuary, you are a vault for his vulnerability. This is the master key. A man will rarely show his true fears, his doubts, his insecurities. He's been taught his whole life that it's a sign of weakness. But he still feels them. He carries them. The woman he will choose over everyone is the woman he can finally put that weight down with. The woman he can say, "I'm scared," or "I feel like a failure to," and know that it won't be used against him in a future argument. Know that he won't be seen as less of a man. When you can listen to his deepest fears without judgment and just offer your calm, steady presence, you become his emotional home. You become the only person in the world he can be completely and utterly himself with. That connection is unbreakable. It's not based on looks, which fade. It's not based on fun dates, which come and go. It's based on a fundamental, primal need for safety and peace. And let me be clear, this is not about being a doormat. This is not about erasing your own needs, your own feelings, or your own opinions. A true sanctuary is a two-way street. You communicate your needs, but you do it from a place of peace, not a place of war. This is your superpower. In a world full of women who are consciously or unconsciously creating more stress and drama in a man's life, you become the one rare, irreplaceable source of peace. You stop being a contestant in the competition because you're not even playing the same game anymore. They are trying to catch his attention. You are capturing his soul. So do this one thing, intentionally, consciously, and consistently become his sanctuary, the place he can't wait to come home to, the calm in his storm, the quiet in his loud world. Do that, and he won't just choose you. He'll wonder how he ever lived without you.